to the man of steel.
And just a minute or two here for the player. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here alongside Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. The wingmen, Edwards and McDaniel. The big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position. 3 on the clock. Thompson for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Now the Timberwolves with it. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Well, you saw how dialed up they were from distance. The defense just couldn't get out to everyone.
And that explains their three-point percentage. They had more than a few players giving the defense absolute fits from range.
And it's Durant missing. Outside Edwards. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Smith. Not going to go that time. Gobert with the defensive effort. Here's Edwards. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Boy, the aggressive move by Anthony Edwards, and he gets exactly what he wants. He draws the contact.
So, Greg, tonight is night 2 of the back-to-back. These can't be easy to play in.
Yeah, this is a test of will and really of conditioning as well. I expect there to be some big swings tonight. Should be a fun one.
Here's Shepherd. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Mavericks in Dallas. Back to Thompson. Another miss by Houston.
Boy, misfiring on your first 4 shots, you've got to settle in here.
Randall with the bucket.
Boy, I love the confidence Julius Randle has in himself. This guy knows what it takes to score.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Ime Udoka. Unsurprisingly, the conversation turned to Rudy Gobert. Let's be honest, he's scary, coach said about the 7-footer. He hinted their strategy might involve trying to, quote, lure Rudy out of the paint so he's not there to slap away our layups. Maybe some tricky play here to try and push Gobert out of his comfort zone. Back to you.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. That one goes. Count it.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
And you've got to be able to show some resiliency, right? Keep pounding away, and it finally falls for you.
Every year, it seems like Randall's playing with more awareness. Now, that's why you can now run the offense through him.
And, Greg, these poised veterans really seem to have triggered a shift for the Rockets.
At the same time, it's going to be Houston's young talent that determines their future. And they've already shown they can make a major impact. And Smith is just so impressive, especially when he's working in that screen and roll.
McDaniels kicks to Edwards. And a miss there on the triple. Rockets trail by 5. Inside. And KD the bucket on the assist by Thompson. Durant's got his second basket.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And the basket by Edwards.
Boy, Edwards so good in close. This guy has got touch and strength, everything you could ask for.
Durant against McDaniel. 14 feet away. The shot by KD. No good.
Listen, that's a good shot for him. He just couldn't connect.
Randall with the bucket.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
To the paint. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Although not the strongest, Şengün has a solid base and incredible footwork.
For the Rockets, Adams, he's checked in for Smith. And it's Jae'Sean Tate in for Kevin Durant. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Gobert. Clark comes in for Julius Randle. Dillingham's checked in for Edwards. And it's Conley in for Donte DiVincenzo.
You know, sometimes we bemoan the lack of physicality in the league these days. That is not something that applies to Mr. Steven Adams.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Alperen Şengün. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Miller's checked in for McDaniel. Here's Reid. Hits it from three-point range.
Yeah, Naz Reid, aware that ball hits my hands, I've got to be ready to rise and fire.
And Thompson kicks to Finney-Smith. To the middle. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Conley, the pass to Reid. Back to Conley. Pass to Reid. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Reid's got 5.
Boy, Naz Reid able to concentrate and finish despite incredible defense.
Here's Shepherd. A rebound by the Timberwolves. And it's Miller in the corner. Outside Conley. Left side, Reid. It's stolen by Tate. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now here's Conley. Still without a basket. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Over to the left wing. No good on the triple. It'll count. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Minnesota on top. They lead by 5. It's the NBA on 2K Sport. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Timberwolves.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
So on the floor for Minnesota, Randall and Reid holding down the post spots. Conley out there with Dillingham. And it's Clark in at the 3 spot. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Houston. Trailing by 10. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Back to Tate, 6 to shoot. Rebound, Minnesota. And Randall throws it down.
Wow, excellent explosion off his feet by Julius Randle.
Adams. And Adams with the slam.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
Şengün against Randall. Reid kicks to Conley. Randall surveying the D. There's the 3. He's off on that one.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
On the wing, Holiday. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Conley dishes to Randall. Over Şengün. That's good from Randall on the assist from Conley. Conley's got 5 assists in the game. And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Houston with a big group substitution here. Smith checked in for Adams. Kevin Durant comes in for Tate. Amen Thompson, he's checked in for Josh Okogie. And Shepherd subbed in for Aaron Holiday. And then for Minnesota, Rudy Gobert, who's checked in for Reid. McDaniels comes in for Clark. And Anthony Edwards subbed in for Dillingham. Greg, you look at Alperen Şengün. He's one of the best combinations of force and finesse in the NBA.
And you wonder how he fell to the 16th pick in the 2021 draft. You saw the numbers he was putting up as a 19-year-old in Turkey. Pretty clear he should have gone higher.
That's possible because of the endless wingspan of Rudy Gobert.
Shepard with the ball. Still scoreless. Shepard with this screen for Thompson. Smith the pass to Şengün. Down low. That one misses. Gobert with the defensive effort.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Edwards can't hit. Rockets trail by 8. Smith the pass to Shepard. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Pass to Şengün. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
A guy like this, with the skill set he's got, you can keep the defenders guessing.
Edwards with a physical finish inside.
Well, we know this about Anthony Edwards. This guy, one of the stronger guards in this game. That's a tough finish.
Here's Shepard. And the layup's good off the glass. Shepard's got his first points of the game.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Outside Conley. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Gobert can't hit. Rockets have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. And here is KD. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Dallas. And rebounded by McDaniels. Minnesota leading by 6. Edwards with it. Guarded now by Durant. Thompson against McDaniel. Edwards puts in the 3.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that three-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
Thompson surveying the floor. Durant for 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Edwards. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün's got 4 rebounds in this game. Randall against Smith. Pass to Shepard. There's the drive. Here's Şengün. Lays it up off the glass. Şengün's got 11.
You love to work for second chance points. That's how you win on the margin.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've dictated the pace, pushing the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break.
You like how he's attacking on the interior, going after those high-quality looks. I mean, they tried to hassle him defensively, but to no avail.
Yeah, many of his points came in heavy traffic, something he better get used to. And it's time now for the... Thanks for spending halftime.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. We're seeing a tremendous game from Julius Randle.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Smith and Şengün make up the 4 and the 5. The perimeter pair will be Thompson next to Durant. And it's Shepard in at the point. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Timberwolves leading by 7. Randall kicks to Edwards. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Alperen Şengün.
Anthony Edwards is a 3-level scorer. He can beat you in a lot of ways, and he's extremely confident when the game is hanging in the balance.
DB, what would you say is the biggest difference between the regular season and the playoffs?
The level of intensity goes to a level that is so different than the regular season, Kevin. I say it all the time. If you walk into an NBA arena in the playoffs, the tension is so palpable, you could almost reach out and touch it.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Yeah, you know that when Julius Randle gets into his rhythm offensively, he can be problematic for defensive teams.
Pass to Thompson. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Boy, they can't cut into this lead with him going stone cold and only so much time to turn it around.
Outside for Randle. For 3, Edwards. That's in, coming off an assist from Randle. Edwards got 5 points in the quarter.
This guy is constantly refining his game, and Anthony Edwards is dangerous from 3.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Taking a look at Houston. 4th in the conference, an excellent season so far for them, though they'd like to jump into the top tier, maybe the top 3, and checking out Minnesota, a game behind.
And I think for the Rockets, they're a team that a lot of people called for to kind of go wire to wire in terms of being in first place. That's not possible anymore, but clearly this is an elite team.
Yeah, I think it's just taking a little while for all the parts to fall into place, and that's not uncommon. We've seen plenty of great teams that don't round into form until later in the year.
It's trailed by 14. Pass to Şengün. Here's Smith. He's defended by Randle. Here's KD. Another miss by Houston.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime. The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Rockets have gone 0-5 to the start of the second quarter. Extremely cold shooting coming out of the locker room. Pass to Şengün, and here's Thompson. Edwards defending. Now here's Durant. They need this one. Durant going to work inside.
Now, Kevin Durant's not missing chippies, folks. You allow him to get that kind of position, turn the lights out.
DiVincenzo passes to McDaniels. It's Edwards on the wing. A 3-pointer is right on target. Edwards got 8 points here in this quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's Şengün. Gobert with the block.
Well, this is the very prototypical defensive anchor. This is what Rudy Gobert brings on a nightly basis.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey guys, there's a lot to consider with NBA expansion, and Commissioner Silver said, quote, what does that mean for talent? I feel great about where the talent is right now in the league, but those players have to come from somewhere. How does it work geographically? What will it mean for growing the game? These are all good questions. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, as always, we appreciate the update.
And what you love about Edwards is how intense he is. Guy plays hard every minute he's on the floor.
Mike Conley's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. Here's Shepherd. He's provided them with some scoring punch and is averaging 13 points a game. Şengün with a wide-open look. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
It's Edwards on the wing. 1:43 left to play here in the third. It's stolen by Smith. And Houston again with the bucket.
And that's a nice shot from mid-range there. Smith must continue to knock it down at that level.
And no questioning the greatness of Kevin Durant. But, Greg, trying to get back into championship contention.
Yeah, and since his 2 titles with the Warriors, disappointment with the Nets and Suns, can he get a shot at another ring?
So the Rockets end up going with a whole new group. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Here's Davison. Takes the 3. They get it back. For three, Okogie gets the three-pointer to fall. Okogie's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. Here's Clark. The rebound by Steven Adams. Rockets trail by 10. Now Tate. Pass to Adams. Some nice passing there by Houston. Davison can't hit. Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. To the inside. Conley kicks to Clark. Now Reed. His three-pointer's off the mark. Pass to Tate. Here's Davison. Back to Tate. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Tate's only got his second bucket of the game to go. Conley for three, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. Randall and Reed holding down the post spots. And it's Conley, and it's Juzang in at the small forward.
Did Sengun answer the bell tonight? What tremendous offensive performance.
Gets trailed by 6. Out to the wing. Pass to Okogie. Jacks up a 3. Good on the triple.
Well, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Here's Randall. Great defense that time from Sengun. And for Houston, they're shooting straight 49% from the field. Here's Davison. 6 on the shot clock. Houston needs to get a shot up. Okogie for 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. 17 points was their biggest margin. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Conley finds Reed. Randall left side. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Here's Davison. Now, here's Sengun. Pass to Davison. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Timberwolves leading by 3. Randall from outside. Randall can't get that one to fall. Well, it's definitely within striking distance now.
Yeah, but they've got to make each possession count on both sides of the floor.
Down low. Here's Adams. Pass to Davison. They set the pick to the paint. Here's Okogie. Adams, the pass to Okogie. Back to Adams. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
So many NBA players will tell you Steven Adams is the strongest guy in the league, and he gets after it off the glass.
So both teams making some changes here. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He was very passionately telling his team, don't give them an inch when they have the ball. This game is going to come down to defense. I need you guys to work hard and close this one out. Guys?
Thank you, Allie. Here's Sengun. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Minnesota leading by 3. Randall finds Edwards. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Anthony Edwards is a load to handle as a defender. This guy's got the frame and the skill to make it very difficult.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Now Durant. It's stolen by Randall. Outside, Gobert. Now Edwards takes the three, and there's the three.
Well, dependability, right? That is not wasting possessions. This is all about taking and making good shots.
Rockets trail by 8. Şengün with a screen on McDaniel. 18 feet out. Count it.
Now forget the analytics. If KD's shooting it, I'll take it all day.
Edwards inside. He's covered by Thompson. Now DiVincenzo. And down goes the three.
Oh, beautiful pass. My goodness.
McDaniels against Durant. Şengün with the screen for KD. Oh, what an assist. Leading him to the bucket.
A true monster in the paint, and just under 7 feet. It can be so easy for Şengün to find those baskets.
Yeah, just catching your teammate in stride right there. That makes the game easy.
And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. 9-point game. Shepard with the ball. And he does not hit. Outside Edwards. And stolen by Şengün. Thompson. Yeah, that goes in.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
17 points was their biggest margin. And here is DiVincenzo. Now McDaniel. Edwards holding off the D and converts.
How about the body control from Anthony Edwards? Just so good at using that frame to get through the teeth of the defense.
Houston's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Durant. Şengün. He parachutes in for the putback. Now Randall. Driving in. Oh, what a play inside.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Here's Durant. Shakes them, and they pick up the 2. Here's Randall. Driving the lane. Oh, what a finish.
So, guys, over the years, we've seen Randall become a much more aggressive scorer. You love his tenacity.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. It's stolen by Randall. Here's DiVincenzo. Fires the 3. The 3 goes down. Here's Shepard. Defended by DiVincenzo. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony, and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in tonight. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Julius Randle.